I push the data onto the cloud through internet. I analyze my heart rate and I give you a reply back in the app. That's all. This is IoT. Any equipment which has got sensor, which is connected to internet, and it can give you some meaningful results about the data that it collects is called IoT. Finished. Is it clear for all of you? I have a sensor, I get data, I push it onto the cloud, I connect it, and I get you a very reasonable amount of analysis about that particular process. That's all. It's very simple. So with this as the base, with this much as the base, we have built a lot of products. How do you build real-time products for IoT? We have got a lot of problems that we are facing every day. Every day we are facing problems. I'm telling you, is there anybody in the entire crowd that who has got no problem? In that case, you will have to relocate to Mars. All of us are having a lot of problems and challenges. And what we have done is we have used those challenges as an option and an opportunity to build solutions with IoT. That's what I'm going to demonstrate with you right now. And all of them are pretty interesting. Well, during the COVID-19 time, you must have faced one very normal news out there every day that the non-availability of ventilators is a huge issue. We do not have sufficient amount of ventilators with us, sir. It is a major problem. So what can we do? It's a real-time problem. During COVID-19, we needed a lot of ventilators and it has to save life for us, and it's a major issue. So what we did, we came up with an innovative idea of building our own smart ventilator, and these are all done real-time, and you will see the demo right now. And all these did not require more than 2,500 rupees of investment to build the entire product.
Hello friends, welcome back. In this demo, we are going to see how exactly we have constructed a smart ventilator system. The system is fully functional and very affordable. We have included all the important features and all the vital tracking parameters are also included in this entire setup. This setup will help you in static ventilation, dynamic ventilation, and this has got fail-safe mechanism and little more than that. The entire setup is fully functional and you are going to see the demo for the same right now. Yes, this is a smart ventilator system that we have built, which everybody can afford now. The process is very simple. The first step is to register the patient in the ventilator system. That's what we are doing right now. I'm registering a patient by name Bharat. The moment it is done, the world of usage is very simple and easy. You could see that immediately a simple and easy to use interface appears in front of you where you would start getting the heart rate and pulse oxygen levels from our setup. And you could see that we got a message as connected before the data started peeping in. Since we have not tested it with any patient as of now, you are not seeing any data there. The moment I give my data, you can see that the heart rate and pulse oximeter will start giving me the data. Now we could analyze about the hardware setup right now. We are using Node MCU with ESP8266 module for communicating over AWS IoT Core MQTT service with the application. Arduino Nano for intermediary data collection from the sensors and transfer to the Node MCU via serial port. We are using Max 3000 SpO2 and heart rate sensor, and we have got MPU 6050 3-axis accelerometer for tracking the patient's breathing pattern. We have got buzzer to give feedback for every detected heartbeat, and we are using stepper motors, NEMA 17 stepper motor, A4988 stepper motor driver module, and 2 power supplies for stepper motor and for the microcontroller side as well. Make sure that the connections are all proper if you are trying the same thing. Now we are going to track the health vitals right now in the same setup. I'm keeping my finger over the sensor and you can see that we get the beep over it. That's from the buzzer. At the same time, you could see the data coming right in the right hand side in the Android app. So both can be visualized and heard, and this helps in understanding that the data is all fine. The moment I take it off, you can see that there is a real-time reflection in the right hand side and the buzzer noise stopped. So this is all very important and very easy to understand as well. Now we'll go with the static ventilation. The resuscitation process is a direct reflection of the values that are fed from the Android app. You can see that I'm going to give the values and I'm going to move the content from the Android app, and you can see that the resuscitation will start appropriately. This is all done real time, and we are able to definitely get it visualized properly through this setup, I would say. And I have a start stop button as well. Now when I change the values out there, that's what I said, whatever values we are changing in the Android app, you could see that the immediate reaction changes here in the left hand side setup. The resuscitation is completely based on the values that are fed from the Android app. So this is static, you are changing it manually as well. So we can also make it dynamic, and that's what I'm going to show you a little later, but this is static. You can see that The variations are all fantastic and it's really real time. Because when you design a system for medical or healthcare systems, it should be really real time. So that's what we have tried to produce, and it's closely accurate. It's very good, in fact, I would say. The next one is dynamic ventilation that I'm going to show you as well, where we are going to learn the patient's respiratory pattern by analyzing the value coming from the accelerometer. I'll show you that setup as well. Before that, you can see the complete sketch of how we can vary the values from the lowest end to the highest end for the resuscitation process. It's very nice, isn't it? I hope you liked it. Now, what are we going to go with is dynamic ventilation, where the system will start learning the respiratory pattern by analyzing the value coming from the accelerometer, which is strapped onto the patient's chest, and we can track the diaphragm movements, and this system tries to imitate the same on the resuscitation process so that the patient would feel more comfortable as he or she can recover and start trying to breathe at their own degree and proportion. You can see that there. Now, the most important part comes. We have got a fail-safe mechanism. And this is how we can have a companion over there, and the companion is going to be updated completely about what is the status of the ventilator. So you can see that in the right hand side we have got a companion mode where I have added something called as Amrita, and it is given a number 2. Now we'll start getting the updates about the ventilator which is in use, and I need to add all this properly, so I'm adding companion data here in the left hand side, which is the ventilator mode. Now you can see that in the right hand side, we'll get updates about the status of the usage of the ventilators. You can see that Bharat is active and there is a green color update available. Now I'm going to disconnect the internet for the ventilator side, I mean the left hand side. Once I do that, I got a message immediately in the right hand side. So the ventilator has malfunction. So this will definitely help doctors as well as the companions who are sitting with them to understand that if things are all okay. Now, when I enable it again, things will be back in normal mode. You can see that it has gone green color. That's it. I have explained you very clearly how exactly our system worked, and this is a very simple, very effective system, I believe. And if you have any comments, suggestions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
Right. I hope you have seen the way the ventilator has been designed. It's such a simple system, but yet it is a very, very powerful system. Right. Now the point is simple, where I'm getting into or where I'm heading into. I'm going to show you the range of application possibilities. Sir, IoT is only used for this, IoT is only used for that. No, not that. IoT has got a very vast range of application possibilities. And the next one that I'm going to show you is very, very interesting. IoT for water quality monitoring. How do I monitor the quality of the water with IoT? Is it possible? First of all, yes, it is possible. Is it accurate? Yes, it is accurate. Is it affordable? Yes, it is affordable. I'm going to show you the product that I have built towards monitoring the quality of the water. And the entire product is built with something very simple. Like I have used the Big Action 500 box. I have used 7-Up bottles, Maruti 800 tire tubes. And overall, if you see the product, you will definitely like it, I believe. This is the way you can start building the real-time products. That's what I'm trying to convey here. All the products that we build are all connected to the real-time problems, which means whenever I see a problem, if I can get a solution with IoT, that's the best thing that can happen for you. And I'm going to show you this, and I'm very sure you will like it.
Water is one of the most important resources that we have today. 97.5% of the available water resources are salty. That means we cannot use it right away. Only 2.5% of the fresh water is available, and out of which 2/3 is already locked in polar ice caps and glaciers. Only 0.5% of the water is consumable, and that's what we are using for agriculture, industry, and day-to-day activities as well. Due to the increased pollution, every day there is pollution here. Increased pollution, the water crisis has increased, and World Health Organization says that 0.007% of water only is consumable and is potable. Due to this pollution, 1 billion people in the world today are denied with appropriate sanitation and water resources. Due to this, the most affected countries and region are Africa, Latin America, and Asia. We suffer with water crisis. When there is a problem, there is always a solution to it. We are coming up with a solution of smart water, which is going to ease the quality monitoring, and all these are done real time with cost-effective approach as well. We have done a simple but effective and frugal product for you to monitor the quality. We have built an USV which is called Unmanned Surface Vehicle with all techno capabilities which can monitor the quality, and there are 5 versions for it. This is the first version where we have built our boat in a plastic throwaway material. This is an USV. In the first version, we just tested it for navigation. You can see that we have taken 7-Up bottles as floaters in 2 sides. Everything is built by us from the scratch, and this is a great engineering work that we have done from the scratch for us to build this USV. We tested it in our university's water resource, and it was very nicely navigating, and we had just 2 simple microcontroller boards and Bluetooth modules for supporting our navigation. We used the phone's accelerometer for moving the boat left, right, forward and back, and all these are done very nicely. You can see the propellers are also made by us, and this is tested for stability. The second version, we had to include the sensors, which are temperature sensors and pH sensors we have included into the boat. And the USB then carried these sensors, and we started getting the data. The data about the pH of the water and the temperature of the water are all uptime real time now. Now we need to use this data to do further analysis and to understand the quality of the water. But this boat is not stable, so we started building it up in a better way, and in the carpentry we sat with our team and we built this beautiful USV. This is fully capable. All these are built by us right from the scratch, as I told you already, and this is a great learning for us. With a very simple investment, we did not invest much of the money here, so it is a very simple investment. We could build this boat with a simple circuitry, and this boat is 100% independent right now, that it can go collect the data and come back. The point is very simple. We are not taking one drop of water even back home. We are taking the data alone. We store data and we don't store water. We do not waste one drop of water even against the current method which is being handled all over the country. They collect water, they send it to the lab, they waste that water as well. We do not have that method. We collect data, we analyze it, we provide you real-time analytics. And you can see that the boat is fantastically moving forward and backward, left, right, all these. And we have also geotagged it right now with GPS support. It gives you the temperature data, pH data with geotagging nicely, and that's going to be shown to you in the second part of this video. You can see that there is a tire tube which is kept under the boat, and that's from our car. Now this is our 20x50 swimming pool in our university. We wanted to visualize how the data looks like, and we wanted to know if our boat works, our USV works fine in this kind of tough environment. So we made our boat flow, we made our boat go into this swimming pool for n number of times, and we collected a lot of data. This is a fast forward of the trial that we have run in our swimming pool in our university, and you can see that the boat is moving and it is collecting all data. I'll show you the data right now in next few seconds so that you can understand how you can look the data, how the data can look like for your easier reference. We collected around 2000 entries of data per trial run, and we have a lot of data right now about our swimming pool. You can see the data collected in the left hand side, and the first column is the temperature, the second column is the pH, the third and the fourth columns are the lat and the longitude coordinates. And now we are going to see how we can generate the temperature clear path. I have set the value to 1 here, which is column 1 temperature, and I'm setting the range right now in front of you, and we will get the temperature clear path map generated. We have integrated the Google Earth to MATLAB, and it is spotting the swimming pool right away in front of you in a very nice way. And you can see that we have tested it on a very sunny day, so the temperature range is high. Now we are going to get the clear path for the pH. I have changed the values accordingly. I'm setting the range from 1 to 14. And when I generate the clear path map, I can get it immediately in front of me, and you can see it right now. And we have done it immediately after chlorine is added to it. So you can see that the pH is maintained in a very nice way. Now I'm trying to change it as well a little bit. I'm going to show you even the slightest of the changes, which is being captured nicely in the clear path map by changing the values here. You can see that I'm changing the values right now. And when I generate it, it is going to show even the slightest of the changes, which is a very appreciable feature. And the most important point is we could generate this kind of data with a single sensor set. Now you can see that we have generated a perfect pH and temperature clear path map. We can add more sensors to it if we get more funding, and this can be made more meaningful and more data can be given. We can predict, we can analyze, and we can give you the perfect data without wasting one drop of water.
How was it, folks? You could have seen the Maruti 800 tire tube. You could have seen the Vixaction 500 boxes. You could have seen the 7-Up bottles in both the sides. That's how innovation can be done. That's how real-time products can be built. Whenever you want to build a product, do not get into an opinion where You need to buy a lot of things for it. That's my humble request to you all. You can build things with whatever you have in hand, and that's sufficient for you to do further things. Right. The next thing is going to be very interesting further as well. And what is it? I lived in a place called Coimbatore, and it's in the south again. And there I lived in elephant corridor. We used to get a lot of elephants coming and going, and we have seen a lot of elephants. So at times, what happens is these elephants intrude the area where human lives, and they even spoil the crops. So what happens? Obviously, the fight between the human elephant begins, and at times humans get affected. At times, elephants getting killed. We are reading a lot of news on that, and we wanted to avoid that. Well, how IoT can play a role? IoT can obviously play a role everywhere. That's what I'm telling you. The application range for IoT is not just within education or not just within simple products that we are building. It has a very vast range of product opportunities that we can utilize. So what are we going to do? I'm going to show you the demo of the product that I have built towards human elephant conflict. It's something amazing and something easy to build. I'll show you the demo right now. In this session, we are going to see a demonstration that is meant for avoiding the human-elephant conflict. This was built by a team headed by Dr. Gautam. I was working in that for some time, and there were about 4 or 5 professors who worked in this, and they built this system. This system is called a human-elephant conflict avoidance system. What is it? Why do we need it? I'm going to explain it. Also, I'll show you a demo clearly on how does the system work. Now, first understand one point. Elephant has become a rare species as well. In India also, it has become a rare species. Indian forests hold 60% of the Asian elephant population. The habitat ranges for the elephants in the country are more or less fragmented and impacted due to increased human activity. We have penetrated into all the regions, and the elephants have to go out of that region. Now, we are occupying the places of many animals, and the elephants is one of them, which is also affected because of our move to everywhere. The loss and the fragmentation of elephant habitat leads to serious conservation problems in India. And human elephant conflict, we call it HEC. It is an important conservation issue in India, especially in the forest fringes where protected areas are covered by highly fertile and cultivatable lands. Now, the problems that are faced because of this human elephant conflict is the elephants go for crop raiding. They injure people who come in the opposite direction when they go for crop raiding, and it has caused death to n number of people already. And deaths are caused to humans by elephant, deaths are caused by elephants to humans as well. So it's vice versa. So it happens both the ways. So, and the most important point is crop loss is also happening while the elephants are also getting killed, humans are also getting killed. This is not only for crop and related stuff and agriculture related stuff, this also happens in the railways. You can see that we could have seen a lot of news articles that have come and covered the news that the rail which was running, the train which was running has hit an elephant, and it was killed. So we have seen these messages a lot of times, and that's also one of the impact that we want to solve. If we can get an alert about the movement of the elephant well in advance, we can prevent people from getting injured. We can prevent elephant from being attacked. We can also get the crop loss avoided totally because we can divert the elephant by burning some crackers or something like that. We have solutions available, but most of them are incomplete or not fully functional, I would say. So we need a solution for it, and we are here to provide you that. So we have used the seismic sensors and computer vision plus deep learning together to do that. We cannot just rely on deep learning, or we cannot just rely on sensory data. So we have combined these two to get a very solid system that is going to give you 100% accurate result. A and B is always better than A or B. Here A is sensors and B is camera. We are going to use the seismic sensors that will get the vibration, the pattern of vibration from the elephant. Whenever the elephant walks, I get the vibration. The seismic sensors get activated and they give you data. The camera is going to give you real-time feed, and we are going to use our intelligent DL algorithm, which can predict and understand if elephant is coming based on the training that we have made. We are processing it real time, and I'm going to show you a very simple but a real-time demo that we have captured in Kerala some time back, and all these are very interesting. You can see that we have already planted the seismic sensors in this path of the elephant, and our video feed is detecting, I mean our system is detecting from the video feed the elephant properly, the bounded box, the elephant is nearing, and the seismic sensors will get us the data. And we have already collected a lot of data, I mean the seismic data from the elephants, and we are now comparing it with this data. And if there is a match, if there is a close resemblance, we confirm that it is the data because of the elephant nearing us. Because when there is a tree fall, that could as well generate seismic data. When there is some other animals walking or running around, that could generate data. All these are to be avoided, and this false data should be curtailed, and that is done through comparing it with the previously available data that you have collected through a lot of hard work. Now you can see that this biggie is coming in front of you, and it's going to walk over the seismic sensors that we have already planted. It's walking, and I'll show you where exactly the sensors are plotted, and you can see that the moment it nears, there is a variation in the data, and meanwhile, our system also processes the image, and you can see that it's getting detected most appropriately, and we can alert. With it, we can immediately send a signal. You can see that the variations are all real time and perfect, and we can send out a signal immediately to the concerned authorities or to the villagers to say that, see that there is an elephant coming, be careful, or burn a cracker to avoid further damages. And this is all implemented and tested. As you can see, we hope to develop it to the next level to avoid further damages for elephants as well as for the human. This is the system developed for human elephant conflict avoidance. I hope you. How was it, friends? Any feedback? I wish it can be interactive. So if you have any questions, please ask me. How was it? Was it nice?
Nice, very nice.
Thank you. Any questions from anybody till now? You can type the questions, and whoever asks the question will get a chocolate. No questions? Good. I'll go to the next one. The next product is something which you will all feel that, like, why cannot this be done? That kind of question is there for next product. We are traveling in, most of the times we are traveling in the private buses, and we avoid government buses because we are not very sure about the quality of the buses. We never know where the buses could stop, where the buses could fail. We never know that. But government is allocating a lot of money towards repairing it. It is going somewhere. So can we not break this? Can we not get a system where we could track the quality of the buses and then travel safe? Yes, we tried it out, and we are awarded by Sabre for the same, and we are the second prize winners in the Sabre National Hackathon. I'm going to show you the product that I have built towards monitoring quality of the public vehicles, and it's all done real time through IoT and a little bit of blockchain, and both will be really helpful for you to understand the system. It's all pretty easy, and it's going to be very interesting too. And you can use the same product for different purposes, which I'll talk about a little later. But now it's time for you to see the demo. It's easy.
Hello, we are Team Hacksters, and we are very happy to be part of Saber Hackathon. I'm Shriram, and I have Dhanavishnu, Vimal, and Deep with me. Wait, what are we going to do? If I ask you a question, how many of you would be 100% okay to travel with government buses? Most of you would say no. The reasons are very obvious and simple. First, the government buses may not be maintained properly, and we do not have any clue about when the buses were serviced, when the buses were maintained the last time properly. Second factor, we never know when it will fail. We are seeing so many buses stalled at the middle of the roads most of the time. So we do not have trust factor at all with the government buses. And finally, it hits our economy very badly. So we are here with providing you a solution which is very viable as well as easy to use with less investment, and that's through blockchain. We are unblocking issues of not only the customers but also the government through increasing the revenue by more utilization of the public transport. We are Team Hacksters for you, and we would talk in detail about the demo, the system, the setup, and what we do shortly. Thank you.
Quickly, what is our idea, and why are we here right today? People do not prefer public transport because of many reasons, and they are listed one after another right now. First, unprecedented breakdown. We have seen this in our roads every day. So many government buses could be standing in the sides of the road because of the breakdown. Second, very bad vehicle conditions. The vehicles are never monitored, no quality check, nothing. And the moment you get into the bus, at times we have seen the reports and the news that the bus's windows have broken out and it has pulled people out. The footsteps have broken out and it has caused accidents. So threat to life is always there. And general public always have a feel that going in government buses might cause some damages, some threat to the life.
If they have an alternative, they always prefer it. So we are here to analyze and to provide a solution to avoid this threat and to increase the usage of the government services. The impact is huge. In Tamil Nadu, it is 16,400 crores loss reported last year. 2,050 crores loss in Karnataka, 4,000 crores loss in Telangana, 900 crores loss in Kerala. Overall, in India, it is 80,000 crore loss because of the loss incurred in the public transport. People are not using public transport and they are not being utilized properly. So it gives us a loss of somewhere close to 80,000 crores. So we need a solution for this, and this is our architecture and the solution that we are providing. We are going to monitor the braking condition, the engine information, the tire condition, and all the health information of the bus real time along with the driver details, and we are going to provide this information through blockchain support to the end user. The end user is nothing but you and me, and we can now see the stats of the bus, and we will get a confidence as in, are we traveling safe? Yes, we are providing a solution to travel the health of the bus or any government vehicle through blockchain, and this is 100% foolproof. The concept is basically integrated vehicle health management system, and this is supported now with blockchain, and there is where our novelty comes in. Now, this is our architecture. We acquire the data from the bus through the sensors. The sensor data goes into the blockchain, and through this, we can do predictive maintenance. The health status can be monitored and updated to the drivers, and safety measures can be taken. The passengers, most importantly, will gain a confidence as in, are they traveling in a bus which is safe for them to reach the destination? So all these are done real time. Now, we are novel in our approach through first one, the real-time monitoring. Second, transparency. We use this term quite often. Accidental missing, accidental deletion of data, accidental mistake. Now with blockchain, it won't happen because when you want to make a change, it can never be accidental. It will be monitored by everybody. There is transactional nature coming in into picture, and everyone will monitor it. And most importantly, it will be very open. And most important point is it is secure. Economically also, it is not expensive and it is viable. So how our product works is very simple. We will give an app for every end user. Every passenger gets an Android app or an iOS app. Just install that app and open it. You can enter the bus number if you know the bus number, the registration number. If not, every bus will have a QR code, and we can paste this QR code in the buses and also in the bus stand if you want. Just scan the QR code. You will get the complete history of the bus right as what you are getting here. The air pressure, the vehicle number, the make, overall condition, everything will be immediately presented to you. And this comes through the blockchain. We acquire the data from the blockchain and we present it here into the app. So this is non-tamperable, and that's the most important point that you should understand. Friends, we are going to show you the demo of how our product really works. First, we'll go with our Android app where the end user can check the status of any government buses. Now see that we are launching the app right now in front of you. Are you traveling safe is the first message we give you there. Type the number, the registration number of the bus if you know. The moment you type it, you will get the complete details of the bus condition, fuel level, air pressure, vehicle number, make, overall condition, everything presented to you very clearly. So you will get a confidence as in, can you travel in this bus or not? Now, I do not know the number of the bus. What do? Every bus will carry a QR code. Scan it with our app and you will get the complete details available in front of you, just as you are seeing it right now. And all these information are coming from the blockchain. There is where our novelty lies. The complete data is coming through blockchain, and the sensors feed all these data to the blockchain. And so nobody can say that accidentally the data has been altered, accidentally the data has been deleted, we missed it by human errors. All these things will never happen henceforth. All this maintenance, tracking the vehicle's condition, everything will be perfect. You see the blockchain implementation right here. The participants are all clearly mentioned here. Vehicle is the asset, followed by the complete information of the vehicle, including the kilometer driven, tire pressure, etc. is mentioned. Now you go into the logic file where the complete details are again defined clearly. Tire pressure, oil status, fuel status, all these are defined here clearly, and this is the simplest UI that we have designed right now for understanding purpose. Now we have used the Hyperledger Composer, and the admin has got the complete rights here, and driver is a participant, as you can see here. And what we are going to see now is we are going to use the get post methods for the vehicles, and all the driver IDs are also available. And you can see the vehicle status can be tracked easily, real time, and most importantly, you can track any vehicle status being an administrator, and the end user will get to see this in the app by typing the exact vehicle number or by scanning the QR code. And you can track the specific vehicle, or you can track all the vehicles if you want to track as an administrator. You are doing that right now in front of you. The vehicle number is being typed TN99A1111. Try it out when I gave. I got the complete details real time. You can see that it is a make by Hero. All the details are presented, and pretty much it was complete. Now, what are we going to see is very simple. The complete information about all the vehicles that are being included in the system is presented. The make, the kilometers driven, insurance validity, tire pressure, oil status, last service date, fuel status, and finally the remarks of the vehicle. All these makes it very, very comprehensive. And who are all the participants? Obviously, the drivers are the most important participant, and their license status is also tracked, and their remarks, is a driver a good one or a bad one, or he has got some feedback, or he has got something, some bad remarks in the past. All these are tracked, and all these things come really up to date, and this is all highly real time. The vehicle status is also available here, and the remarks about the vehicle, is it good to go or not. And the transactions are summarized here as vehicle, insurance validity, the transaction ID, timestamp, everything is collected real time, and you get all these detail here. The vehicle, driver detail, kilometer traveled, all these are the most important things that one would like to know when they travel. Now, we use Node-RED as a mediator or the connector or the interface. The generation of the data happens at sensor, and it has to go to blockchain, and we use Node-RED. That's the most efficient method for getting everything smooth. That's what you are seeing right now, and all this implementation have been done from the scratch by our team. And the entire setup will be running with the blockchain in the backend, while the end user will not feel any of these complexities or will not understand any of this stuff, and they will have a very simple Android app, what we have shown. You can see that we are running our Python script for getting everything enabled with Node-RED as well. And overall, I can summarize you like this. We have an app. You go ahead and type the vehicle number, get the statistics of the vehicle, get the status of the vehicle. And if you do not have the vehicle number, you can as well just scan the QR code available in every bus, get the data. We use blockchain, and that's perfect solution for it, we believe. Now, we provide you 100% real-time update. The data is stored in blockchain, so no tampering possible, and the data can be fetched by anybody. So it becomes highly, highly open and available for anyone. So we believe that our solution will urge and motivate users to use the public transport more. Also, our solution reduces the risks involved in traveling in substandard vehicles. And thank you very much for the opportunity. We hope you like the project.
It was a very simple solution. It is a very easy solution. In fact, we take the data from OBD, we analyze it, and we move it to blockchain so that the data is never tamperable. Well, the next one is going to be pretty interesting as well. I have severe back pain because I'm a cricketer. I bowl even today. I play with a lot of clubs. So when I bowl, I get backache, and because of that, what happens is the doctors have suggested me not to sit in the same place for more than 20 minutes in the same position. So they have asked me to move here and there. But when I'm working in depth on a certain concepts or certain topics or something like that, we always have a tendency to forget what's happening all around. So somebody has to give me a reminder about, Shriram, please move. You are not actually supposed to sit in the same place for a longer time. Somebody has to tell me that, but nobody would be ready to do that. And I cannot afford to have an assistant as well. So what do I do? Very simple. I used IoT and I used Alexa. Now Alexa is my assistant who will track if I'm sitting in the same posture for a longer time, and it will help me in moving my body to the next pose. This is called ErgoWare. Ergonomics plus IoT together. I have devised this ErgoWare, and I'm going to show you the way it is working. It's a very simple product, very easy to do product, and you can also do it yourself. Let's see how it works.
ErgoWare is a complete solution for ergonomics. We're proposing this solution as a part of the Alexa Skill Wizard Challenge. So, to quickly give you a briefing of what ergonomics is, it is the idea or study of designing environments and workspaces in such a way that the risk to the human body, risk or injuries to human body, is as minimum as possible. Considering that today's working professionals are very ambitious and they want to stay on top of their goals and deadlines constantly, it's very natural that they tend to forget about their health. Despite emerging technologies like smart bands and fitness trackers, there are small things that we tend to forget, like good postures, that end up having a long term effect to our health. So, it can be as simple as using a computer, phone, writing, driving, walking. Things like postures for these cases we're very aware of it since like our childhood. But we, giving into our demands of everyday work, we are forced to forget about them. So, that's exactly what this particular idea will try to address. So the whole architecture is as follows. The idea is to make use of positioning sensors in our day-to-day accessories like spectacles and belts for both men or women. So the controller that we've used is an ESP32. It's inbuilt with an accelerometer. So this accelerometer will read a user's positioning data throughout the day, and the controller will push this data to our storage, which is basically DynamoDB. And DynamoDB will enable the Lambda function to constantly make use of this data and try to generate insights with any kind of insights, like an average score for the user, or what is it that he's doing wrong, is he looking down too much, is he looking up too much, things like this. And that in turn will power our Alexa voice service, our skill, to give back the user some kind of daily insights. So that's how the whole architecture would work. Let's take a look at the demo quickly, which would give you a better understanding of the whole workflow. Ergonomics.
Hey, I have your ergo scores for vision. Your recent score is 88 on 100. Your overall score is 87 on 100.
What is my score today?
Your ergo vision score for the day so far is 88 on 100.
What is my overall score?
Your grand total for ergo vision score is 87 on 100.
Am I safe?
Great ergonomics. A little more care would take you to the top.
How do I improve?
Hey, why is that you keep staring at the sky? Stop looking up too often. Look straight.
The value in the database reflect a lower average. So as you can see, each of these data point is comprised of two values, one being the epoch timestamp at which the sensor pushed the data, and the second half being the value itself. So the value here, like 78, 80 or 30, it is the y coordinate that the sensor pushes to our database. So ideally the y coordinate value when you look straight has to be 100. So if you are looking down, then the y coordinate value is less than 100, and if you're looking up, it's greater than 100. So this rate of difference is what we're trying to reflect in the averages, that is the total score or the today's score that we're giving in the skills. So now I've changed the database to give a lower average. So let's see how our intents perform. Am I safe?
Uh-oh. I don't see good stats here. You have to buckle up and get your ergonomic score up.
How do I improve?
Hey, I understand that you're a humble person, but no need to keep your head down all the time. Tell me, is it that stupid phone of yours?
Stop.
Thank you for trying the Alexa Skills Kit sample. Have a nice day.
I hope you understood the simple products that we are building for even healthcare. So that's very simple thing. It did not take a lot of time for us to build that. The next one is going to be very, very interesting, and I'm very hopeful that you people will like it. What is it? It's automated doctor machine. What do you mean by that, sir? Very simple. I'll tell you this way. When I went to interior Rajasthan and interior Bihar on an official visit to understand what are all the products that we can build for those people, I understood that the medical facilities available there is very, very limited. And they are actually traveling somewhere close to 4 hours of time to get even the minimum of the medical facilities. So what can we do? Very simple. We built a system called automated doctor machine, which can take care of the complete medical items, including it can distribute the medicines or the tablets appropriately. Instead of me talking, it's good that you see the demo, and it's 100% IoT, and this is called telemedicine for you. It's easy to understand, and I hope you definitely like it.
Well, as you can see in front of you right now, we have developed an iOS app for the doctor to verify who are all the patients or who are all the users in his vicinity who are using the ADM machine. Also, it would enable the doctor or any responsible person to add the details of a particular patient if he enters for the first time into the ADM machine usage arena. So, for example, if you see in front of us, we have got an iOS app developed, and there we have got a provision for registering for the doctor himself. First time the doctor himself has to register, and we should give him some unique name as well as email ID can be generated by the government authority. Here we have tested it clearly with some email ID as per our wish. I am doctor@adm.com, and the mobile number is consistent here and it will be unique as usual. Hospital name, all these things are to be generated by a valid authority and thus can be given. And we are getting the password created, and that password is also confirmed here. And once created, the doctor is free to log in any number of times, anytime in future. So the moment he logs in, he will get the complete details about the list of people who are visiting through the patient ID. Here you have seen in front of your screen that we have got the patient name as well as the patient Aadhaar number and mobile number for the addition of a new patient data into the existing system. So for example, here I have added a patient by name Sachin Tendulkar, where I have got his Aadhaar number clearly added, and once I give the date of birth, the patient will be successfully registered. Now to retrieve his data, for example, he is already visiting us. When we retrieve the data, it will clearly give you the detail about what Sachin Tendulkar is all about, what is his age, what is the blood group, what are all the problems that he had already, and what are all the medicines that had been given to him in the previous visit. The report will be generated. Now the next sequence is, I have given a card to a person by name, for example Sachin, and the card is inserted in front of you and the option is pressed as 1. So to get the previous report, you need to press 1 and you get everything in front of you. Second mode is diagnosis mode, where you just insert your card in the machine that we have got and you need to press 2. The moment you press 2, it will ask you for the symptoms to be entered, and you are presented with a set of 50 symptoms that you can see in front of you right now. So out of these 50 symptoms, we need to just enter you with 5 symptoms with which we can identify what is the disease that you are having or what is the disease you may likely have. So I have entered 5 symptoms here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 18 something, and it detects it as a disease related to body temperature, and it has also prompted you to use the thermometer. The thermometer is connected, the temperature sensor is connected in the system, and you need to just keep it as I have shown you just before few seconds. And the body temperature is measured right now, and your body temperature is above the normal body temperature and it is feverish for you. Also, we would like to measure your heartbeat. So we have got a heartbeat sensor here, and
Place
it will
the
prompt
pulse
you to
sensor
keep it
in
like
your
what we
index
are doing
finger.
right now in front of you. And the moment it is done, it will measure the heartbeat properly, and the heartbeat is also recorded. Now, with this data of the heartbeat and the temperature, we could identify that you have some serious issues related to your body temperature, or is it a normal temperature which is running high due to some reasons, and will it be treated with the simple paracetamol and some other medicines. So over a period of time, for about half a minute, this heartbeat sensor data will be acquired into it, and you can see that in front of you. Heartbeat will also be recorded as 76, beats per minute is recorded as 76, so the pulse is normal. So since the temperature is just higher, we have suggested you to take a paracetamol tablet and a B complex tablet for neutralizing the effects that are caused by paracetamol. And we are also getting you the cost that you need to spend towards buying it, and your card already has got an amount of say 100 rupees already in it. We will deduct it from it. Right, whichever tablet has been prescribed to you will be immediately disbursed to you through our system. The system will give you the tablets, and most importantly, the tablets that you are bought, the amount that you have paid, everything will be recorded as data in our system. When you come for the next time, or when you want to see what you have purchased as a record, you can immediately see it in front of you. This is such a simple machine where we have got the data also clearly stored in the cloud, and then whenever you need, it can be retrieved appropriately and it is updated. You can see the schema here. We get the data from the machine, upload it, and the same data can also be referred by the doctor if he wants anytime. So we have a end-to-end system where we disperse tablets, we suggest tablets, we update data, and most importantly, we store data also. Now, to test our system to be free from errors, we have tried few test scenarios. Case 1 is here. I am inserting a dummy card which has not been registered in my system. So the moment you insert it, it will not be recognized and you are safe. Only when you are already registered in the system, you can get in. Case 2 is here now. So you can see that I am just getting into case 2 where I enter number 3. Number 3 is not an option. Number 1 is an option for report. Number 2 is an option for diagnostics. Whereas when you press number 3, it won't work. Now, case 3, third testing, where what do I do is very simple. I am trying to buy medicine or I can leave ADM. If I press any other code other than this, I won't be regarded as the input won't be regarded as an appropriate input. Now the third one, when it comes to the symptoms, I press 1, 1, 2, 3 and 11. So see that I have re-entered one symptom twice, 1, 1. So it is not an appropriate input as far as the machine is concerned. So it will ask you to enter a correct input. So these are all the simplest of the test scenarios that we have tried to make sure that whatever system we have got is working fine. Now, also as an additional safety measure or additional recording measure, we record the face of the person who is going to enter and use the ADM. So that has a clear storage done. And now the next point is very simple. Whichever person is using, that person will have an Aadhaar number connected to it because we have stored it that way. So we are now storing the details of the Aadhaar number, and you can also see in front of you that when did you log in, all those details are stored in the Adafruit cloud. It can be referred anytime, and it's a very friendly approach, and it is a very safer approach as well to understand how many people are using, to either increase the features or to make sure that whatever we are doing is right. So this will help us in understanding the best practices, whichever we have proposed and whichever we need to follow in future. Thank you.
I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the entire demo stretch. And for the past 1 hour, I have been showing you a lot of demos. I'm completing it with one final demo where IoT for fun. Yes, we need to complete the session with fun. And we have done something very nice for interior decoration through IoT. I'm going to show you that. With that, I'll close the session and you can ask me any questions if you have. Till now, I do not have any questions in the chat box, but if you have any, I can answer them right now. Folks, welcome back. In the previous demo, I have shown you how do we get the panel colors updated through IoT, and I have got a lot of comments which were really encouraging. In the previous demo, I gave you an app where through the app you can decide which color you want the panel to reflect. Now it has come to a different level where I can get you the color of the panels which is going to be based on the movie. For example, I play a movie and the movie has got a color screen right now, and based on the colors that are coming on screen, the prominent color will be reflected in the panels, and it's all completely automated. And whatever be the screen, you will get your ambience in the panels accordingly. The color and the mood can be set up based on whatever scene that's coming over there on the screen. I'm going to show you a small demo, and this is all done with the same setup. We used ESP32 and we used simple set of panels, and it's not more than 300 rupees per panel, and we have written our own software to get this done. You will definitely see a very nice demo right now, and I hope you like it. Now you could see that the prominent colors will be reflected immediately out there in the panels. And this is done by the same team, and they deserve your appreciation, and we expect you to give us with a lot of inputs as well. Now you can see that the color is changing immediately, real time, and this is really good, isn't it? This is cool. So we have tested it and this is working fine. And that's what I wanted to present to you also, so that I can get your inputs and opinions. And I hope you like it. So this can now enhance the movie watching to a different level. This can be very useful for the gamers. Game environments can be definitely developed. This can be used in the receptions of big organizations or universities or wherever. Based on the scene, immediately the colors of the panels can change. And this is really very nice and real time. We hope you definitely like it. If you have any comments, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to listen to you. And you could see that this is an extended demo of the same thing, and whatever color is coming over there, immediately the prominent color will be picked up, and we get it reflected on the panels. And thank you very much for following me. That's all. How did you like it? I hope you liked everything. And now it's time for the questions. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask me. Otherwise, it's all done and dusted.
Okay. So, dear participants, if you have any query or question, you can ask. Sir, I just want to know what is the motivational things because of that you have developed so many projects.
Interest, nothing else. I love building products. From childhood, I love breaking things. In the childhood, my father always scolds me that why did you break things? Now I'm making. So I always have an interest of breaking things to see what's there inside. So then I started developing the culture of building new things, smaller things. And all the things that I build are the problems that I face and you face. So that's how I identify problems. I want to make solutions. I'm an engineer. So obviously the engineers have to build solutions. And when you have to build solutions, you need problems. And we've got a lot of problems all surrounding us. Pick it up and solve. That's it. No other greater reason behind building all this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much, Manish. Thank you very much, Dawal. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Nitin, for coordinating it nicely. Thank you, Sasikala. Can you share about ultrasonic sensors? Ultrasonic sound sensors are used in variety of applications where we need the distance to be measured, or parking applications. And I have also used it to understand how much closer is an equipment to another one. So that kind of applications you can build. So that is where we build it mostly. And you can have a lot of learning about all those sensors from my channel. I have discussed each and every sensor. I have built it. I have built the application surrounding each and every sensor in my channel. And it's available. I have already given the link. I hope it's available in the chat box. So you can access it and you can learn a lot. All those are very easily done. And I have given the demo code. Everything is explained. So whomever wants to aspire or whomever wants to become an IoT engineer can start learning that. I have given the link and please use it. It's absolutely free. I've done that. I shared, Sasikala. It's there. Thank you, Manivel, and good that you liked it. Thank you, Kayur Patel. Glad to get all your appreciations, and it really means a lot for me. And tomorrow also I'll come and bug you for another session by the same time. So there we will discuss the deep learning products, which will definitely take you to the next level of understanding in deep learning, I believe. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nitin. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great evening, guys. Take care. Stay safe.
Sure. Thank you, sir. It was really very, very informative session. And meet you again tomorrow, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.